Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello. Welcome to Sunday Support. We are doing a luminous light body alignment today. I'm going to give a second here for people to jump on. Let's see. Hi, Danielle. Oh my goodness. There I am. I am live. Yay! Marissa, good. I was just going to tag you. Hey, Tammy, my lovely friend. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome to Sunday Support and this Luminous Light Body Alignment. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to jump on because I have a very exciting announcement to share with you guys. I'm pretty stoked about it, actually. Let's see, who else is here? Hi, Catherine. Let's see who else is here. I can't see any other names right now, but I know there's more people here joining. So I'm really excited about sharing this today because this is going to bring in fresh energy for your week. And we're also going to illuminate your physical being and all the light fields within and without the body, the morphogenetic fields within and without the body, to expand your light field, expand your energetic vessel, if you will, your container. What kind of light are you holding, and can you hold it without pushing it away? So that sometimes means that we're maybe holding on to some beliefs that don't align with that level of light, or we're holding on some false truths of who we think we are, or holding on to who we've had to be, even though we are emerging into so much change and integration in our lives. This is an exciting time to let go, to just release, to relieve yourself of the burden of some things that just don't sit right with you anymore. And when we do that, we open ourselves up to being able to hold greater levels of light without pushing it away, without rejecting it, without sending it away because we feel we're not worthy of it, or we can't hold it, or it's not right for us, or all those other BS stories that we tell ourselves. Eleanor, you made it. Hello. So I have a really exciting announcement to share with you all. A lot of us, and in the theme of today's alignment, which we're going to start in just a minute, we are being exposed to so many new light frequencies on this planet. And it is allowing, in a very powerful way, for us to upgrade, to up-level into a new way of being. The things that we've been asking for a long time to be, do, and have, they're right there. They are ripe for the taking. They are right in front of us. It's a field of energy that is available. And if we didn't desire them, meaning if we didn't have the awareness of these desires, they wouldn't be meant for us. But we do. We do have awareness of something that is, we're aware of as being an upgrade or an up level into a new way of being that feels more expansive, that feels more aligned with what we really think is meant for us in this lifetime. If we're honest, we know that there is something better and more expansive right on the horizon for us, but our BS stories, our inner saboteurs, they can kind of keep us at arm's length from claiming those things, embodying them, and having the thing that we're asking for. The power of the upgrade is it's like walking through the fire when we have a life upgrade. And a lot of us are feeling like we're walking through the fire right now. And using that analogy is very close and near and dear to me because we are experiencing some crazy wildfires right now, which is also part of a massive change that this planet is undergoing. Yes, Mother Earth is angry. Yes, Mother Earth would like us to pay more attention to her. And treat her with the same amount of respect that she has given us for millennia, as she's groomed us as the human family on this planet, and has always been there to support us with all the abundance of her plentiful resources. And we haven't paid her back in kind, and universe is giving us this message, this agent of change right now, which is the earth getting angry with us. We have floods, we have, rain, heat, we have COVID, we have a major health crisis, we have wildfires, we have earthquakes. My God, I've got earthquakes and wildfires here. But as scary as it is all, these are all signifiers of change, of deep, deep change. And we can either greet this change as like, we got to walk through the fire, we got to walk in the coals, and have some bravery and some courage and some confidence that once we get to the other side of this, there is something better waiting in the wings for us. A lot of us have a hard time with that right now. And so navigating the art of the up level is no small feat. And without some good guidance and support, some of us might just bag the whole thing and say, fuck it, this isn't for me. I don't want to do this. It's too big. It's too crazy. I don't know what to do here. Blah, 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 blah. So I am hosting a free 3-day masterclass. And I am super duper excited about it. And it is called Mastering Your Up Level. And this is going to be a free 3-day event of support. All you got to do is sign up with your email in my member vault, and I'm going to give you that link right here. Let's see. We are going to spend 3 days talking about your interpersonal relationship, meaning, who are you? Who do you think you are? And what do you want? In fact, that's the title. Who are you and what do you want is the title of day 1. We're going to talk about your interpersonal relationship, your relationship with yourself. Who do you think you are versus who are you really as a divine embodied human? In your temporary experience of your humanness, sure, we can feel suffer and struggle and strife and upheaval. Or if we're in our God self perspective, we can see this as the universe asking, what do you really want? What do you really want to be? And so we're going to clean up that perspective, and we're going to look at, from your divine human that just happens to be having a temporary human experience, what do you want that's going to benefit you on the soul-led level? What do you want that's going to benefit you on your God self level? What is that perspective of you saying, this is what's highest and best for you? And so we're going to clean up that relationship a little bit. We're going to talk about soul purpose. We're going to talk about life, soul purpose. To me, those are the same thing. We're going to go into that in day 2. And day 3, we're going to talk about your relationship with money, because this has to change. This has to shift. So this is a 3-day masterclass, and we're going to do it next Monday, July 26th, 27th, and 28th. With the link I just put in here, you just need to sign up with your email, and it's going to direct you to our Facebook group. So this pop-up Facebook group and this pop-up masterclass is temporary. So you got to come with the sense of motivation. You have to come with a sense of, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to make these shifts. Yes, it is an introduction to some of the energy, some of the very potent energy you're going to experience in the In Alignment program. But I want you guys to know how much value is not only going to be in the In Alignment program, but is going to be in this masterclass for you as well. I'm going to have 3 days of action-packed, actionable content. There's going to be very powerful journal prompts that if you do them, if you commit and dedicate yourself to these 3 days, you're going to experience shifts. And it's totally free. And then if you want to ask, hey, this is great, what's next? Then you want to get in the In Alignment program. But for those of you who've been on the fence, those of you who really want to see or aren't yet convinced that this is a high-value program, In Alignment group program, which starts on August 10th, then this is a great way for you to get a powerful and potent taste of what is in there. And bonus, you're going to have some shifts at the same time if you commit and dedicate yourself to the work I'm offering up in this 3-day powerhouse, action-filled, content-packed masterclass. Okay, so Marissa, this is why I was going to tag you for our conversation today. This is going to be awesome, but you have to take action on this, because I'm going to close this pop-up platform on my member vault where you sign up, that closes on August 3rd. The Facebook group closes on August 3rd. And then after that, the only way to get these powerful 3 days of videos, this masterclass, is in the In Alignment program as bonus material, supplemental material. Hi, Sarah. So we're going to spend 3 days deep diving into your soul life purpose, your relationship with yourself, and your relationship with money. This is going to bring some powerful pivots. It's going to bring a new perspective. It's going to allow you to see, like, who am I really from my God self perspective, meaning who I'm meant to be here, who I'm meant to be now, and how I'm meant to shift into my master timeline and grab all the goodness that's aligned with me living at the level of my master God self. Emotional mastery, mastery over money, mastery over your relationships, mastery over your livelihood, your career, how you're spending your time daily as a human. We need to have mastery over this if we want to expand into more and overflow. So you're going to get a powerful taste of the In Alignment program in this 3 days. It's totally free. All you got to do is sign up with your email with the link I just put down there. And in your thank you message, you get a link to the Facebook group. I'm not going to see too much happening in the Facebook group until next Monday, the 26th, when it starts. Okay. Hi, Angela. You made it. You're still awake. My fellow night owl. Hi, Jante. So I'm super excited. If you want to learn more about the In Alignment program, that is, where is that link? I had it here a second ago. I'm going to put that here. So unless you've been living under a rock, you know that I am teaching the In Alignment group program. Let's see, I'm going to give that link. Learn more about that here. Okay, so there is that link. This is going to be awesome. I'm so excited. It's going to be the 26th, 27th, and 28th, this free masterclass, Mastering Your Up Level. And all of the calls are going to be right in the pop-up Facebook group, okay? So when you sign up with your email in the member vault for this, it will give you in the thank you message your info for signing into the member vault, but it'll also give you the link to join the Facebook group. And you'll be asked a question when you click on the link. What email did you use to sign up? So that's how I can track everybody and get all my chickens together. Make sure all my people are there with me so nobody misses out on these powerful 3 days, okay? And then 11 a.m. Pacific time on all 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 26th, 27th, and 28th of July, the calls will be right in the Facebook group, okay? And the replays, if you're going to watch them, you know, you got to be committed. You got to be dedicated here. You got to show up for yourself. All this stuff goes away on August 3rd unless you are in the In Alignment group program. That'll be the only way to access any of those calls after August 3rd, okay? Because they'll be as bonus and supplemental material. So come and join us. And you know what? You want to join with a buddy? You do this work better with a buddy? Share that link so that they can sign up too. Get them in here. You can even share this on your page. I'm going to have a more full-fleshed announcement right after I do this call today that you can share as well. It'll be on my personal page because you can't share from the group. This is also going to be on my YouTube channel, so you can share from there too. All right? So, let's see where we are. All right. So I would like for you guys to have some water. That would be great for you to have some water here today. Boom, 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 boom. I got my first member in Mastering Your Up Level. Exciting. And I'll probably just as a little teaser put some stuff in there before we start because I like bonus stuff. I like additional content. I like to overgive. That's who I am. So there'll probably be some goodies in there for you guys to take advantage of before we start. So get some water, get yourself comfortable. Let me tell you a little bit about what to expect today. So if you've been feeling the funk in a big way, Meaning, you've been having a really hard time with, maybe you're working on some things in your life where, I just invited you in, Angela. You're asking for more. You're asking for a more expanded way of being. You want something that is more powerful in your life to lift you up, to support you, whether that's more love, more money, more understanding, a bigger network of friends, family members who you feel like maybe don't get what you're doing, but could at least support you or at least understand the kind of path that you're on. Maybe you are, at a head with what's happening with your work situation, or even if you own your own business, maybe there's something that just feels like stuck, it's not moving, and you're just kind of going through the motions maybe too. And that could be just like you're just kind of shuffling through every day, and it's just kind of one day just bleeds into the next and not much change from the day before. This is all signifying that you have something within you that is ready to break loose. You're ready to cut free from something in your life. You're ready to cut the cord from something that is continually creating a diminishing experience in your life and just feels like, blech. You feel meh about everything. You're not really lit up. You're not really motivated. You're not really feeling excited about what's next. Like you've been putting all of your eggs in one basket of this, this desire that you have, and just nothing's happening. Nothing's showing up. Nothing is evidence of all this hard work that you're doing energetically. If we're holding on to an old way of being, this is how it's going to feel. It's just going to feel like we're lost, or we're stuck, or we just feel like, okay, there's no answers here. I'm not getting anything here. Is the universe even listening, right? We need to freshen up our energy. We need to clear out some of the old hooks and cords that are constantly attaching us to who we used to be. This identity of self keeps cropping up, especially when things don't work out like we expect them to. Guess what? We go back to the old way of being, that survival mode level of thinking, like the universe doesn't have my back, God doesn't love me, or I'm unlovable, I'm not worthy of support, I'm not worthy of more. All of that old survival mode, crisis level thinking just crops back up again, like an old friend, right? So who's there right now? Who's feeling any of that right now? Because it's real. And I'll be honest with you, I am doing some serious up-leveling at the moment, and I know this because of how I feel and the creative ideas that are flowing in and all of the things that are happening for me. But if I paid attention and gave my energy over to and gave my power over to all of the external events that are happening around me, I would just be sitting in a corner, mumbling to myself, holding myself and rocking, and probably going insane. I have a wildfire on my doorstep. I mean, it's right fucking there. If you guys are on my personal page, you saw the pictures. It's even closer now. The sun has gone away because it is enshrouded in smoke right now. Earthquakes. We're having more occurrences of earthquakes here. I live in Lake Tahoe, California, for those of you who did not know. We have more of an incidence of earthquakes here, condensed over a very small span of time. Like since November of last year, we've had 1 or 2 earthquakes a month since then. The last one was like a 5.3, and the epicenter was 30 miles from where I live. Scary? You better believe it. COVID, it's still happening. It's still happening. I live in a place where we are heavily over-touristed. I live in a town that seems to keep wanting to make legislation in favor of tourism rather than in favor of the locals. This is extremely frustrating. Earthquake in Lake Erie yesterday. Oh my God, that's scary. I talked to my parents. They're in Buffalo, so I wonder if they felt it, but they didn't say anything. Maybe they forgot. They are in their late 70s. If I was to pay attention to all of these things happening externally, and I mentioned last week in an earlier call, like my car broke down, the electrical system just went, kaput. That's at least a couple grand to have that fixed. It's an older car. It's an awesome Tahoe car, so I will fix it instead of buying a new one. But I'm also, confronted with this very, very real want and need that it is time to move. So now I'm looking at moving and uprooting my life, and this is not very exciting to me, but it is kind of, because where I want to go is beautiful and lovely and moving, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I've kind of made this a non-negotiable with the universe to go to Bellingham, Washington. So if I paid attention to all of these things breaking down around me, I would be an absolute friggin' mess right now. But I'm not choosing that. Because with everything that I'm asking for comes this commitment of showing up for myself. And showing up for myself means energetically, what energy, what frequency do I want to be in every day that supports my vision, that supports what I'm asking for, that supports what I'm asking, needing, wanting. And know when I sit with it is not only a real possibility for me, but it is just a potential that exists out there. And I just have to rise up in vibration to match it so I can claim it and pull it in my physical 3D reality. So my commitment and dedication every day is not showing up vibrationally for all the shit that is breaking down around me. It is showing up vibrationally for what I see and know and feel, really, if I'm honest with myself, as a real and true potential that's right there. And so the best thing I can do is expand my energy body out so that I feel so bolstered, I feel so supported, I feel so buffered with the energy that I want to be in control of, so that this external stuff really becomes like I can flick it away. Becomes like a little bug on my shoulder that I just go, bink, off you go. I have to let my vibration and my commitment to the frequency that I want to hold be the biggest and most important priority in my life. Okay? Yeah, I know, Tammy, it's the same thing in Sedona, right? It's an ugly truth, but there it is, right? We can't deny it anymore. And I don't want to live at the mercy of that anymore. So, do you guys get what I'm saying with that? We have to rise up to the level of our expectations. We have to rise up in frequency to the level of our desires to meet them where they're at. The other choice is to rise up or lower down, bow down would be a better way to say it, to the vibration of everything breaking down around you. And what does that do? It takes you right back to who you've been. That energy that I was talking about at the beginning of this here, this description where, that old friend that shows up, that's you in that survival mode, that crisis level being. Who does not want to be there anymore? Who knows there's something far better on the horizon? Who is willing and committed and dedicated to doing the work of raising their vibration up to meet where your desires are at, to level up to that vibration, to illuminate your light body, to hold that frequency so strong, so bolstered that you can maintain that vibration no matter what kind of shit is falling down around you? I'm 100% committed and dedicated. And the universe will ask you every day, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Because living at a different level in vibration, you're going to experience the same kind of triggers, external events that you always have. But what allows you to move into and maintain and stabilize this new vibration and this new luminous light body of self is you saying yes to your desires every day and not available anymore to who you used to be, where you would react to these external events from a place of survival mode, from a place of I'm not supported, I'm not loved, I'm unworthy, blah, 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 blah. And the universe is not testing you. I've said this a million times. Everyone gets sick of me saying it. But we only learn through repetition. The universe never tests. It only and ever asks you to choose. So every day, you must be choosing to live at the level of your desires, to live at the level of what you're asking for, to live at the level of this higher vibration of you. you can choose to bow down and energetically lower yourself to meet yourself at the vibration you've always been at that has responded to all these triggers at the survival mode. But why would you? Is there anything else for you to learn from that? Sometimes we do have a lesson, a final lesson that needs to come in before we can close out that old timeline. And so maybe you want to be honest with yourself and ask that. But if you're really honest, I would say that most of you on this call, most of you who will be watching in the replay would say, you know what? If I respond in this exact same way to this exact same external trigger, again, is there really anything else for me to glean from that? Is there really any information left for me to download? Is there another lesson there that needs to be completed? Or have I already completed that? Have I already grown past that? And any time I'm going back to that now would just be out of a sense of habituation, familiarity. But is it serving me in where I'm asking to go? Pretty simple question to ask yourself. If I respond to this trigger in this way, is this serving me? And is it in alignment and on the trajectory of where I'm asking to go? And I bet you 99.99999% of the time, the answer is no. Right? Who's feeling me? Okay. So, let's clear some of that stuff up, shall we? So take a big sip of water. I'm getting some yes. Me. Same. Okay. So you guys are feeling me. Awesome. So let's unlearn a little bit. Okay. Let's unlearn lesson number 1. Well, through lesson number 1, let's unlearn that the breakdowns are not existing in and of themselves. The breakdowns are part of the contrast of a breakthrough, meaning you getting to the other side of this situation, this scenario, this relationship with this person, this relationship with yourself, where you keep meeting yourself as a lesser version of you. Let's agree it's time to unlearn that breakdowns just happen and it's like a fuck my life moment, and that doesn't mean that there's anything after that. Breakdowns mean that something has to fall away. It's the energetic commerce of the universe. It's an energetic exchange that if you want to make room for something new and better and much more expansive, then you have to let go of and cut the cord of something that keeps you behaving, living, thinking, believing, having the same ideas about life and yourself as you always have. That's the exchange. Are you willing to see that whatever breakdown is happening right now is just an ushering in? It's part of the process of ushering in what is next, what is more expansive. And you can't possibly hold this vibration unless you let something go. That's the agreement. That's the energetic agreement we make with the universe. Are you willing to do that? Ask yourself very honestly, what am I willing to be fully available for? And it's got to be one or the other. Am I willing to be fully available for what I'm asking to be, do, and have that I know is much more fulfilling, I know is much more satisfying, is something I know that's much more enriching in my life? Or am I willing to continually be available for lack, fear, want, loss, grief, sorrow, diminishment? Because one is going to be stronger than the other within you, and that's the energy that will always win out. So how about we just all come together here in sisterhood and brotherhood and just decide that energetically we're here to support each other's decision that it's time to let go of those old tethers, those old cords. Those ways of being were great at allowing you to just survive, to just get through, to just cope, to just make it through the day, the week, the year, the decade. And let's also agree that those ways of being came in for you because that's what you were available for at the time. a survival mode level of being. And out of the universe's and your own divine self love for you, those coping mechanisms, those strategies came in for you so you could get through, so you could get here. And so we can honor and we can respect and even love and accept and forgive that we didn't know any better at the time. And that's okay. They got you through. They got you here. You wouldn't be here listening to me and loving yourself and forgiving yourself in this moment if that wasn't the truth, if that wasn't the case. It's okay to cry. I can feel that on some of you, right? It's okay. There was enough motivation there to get you through and what ultimately led you here, right now. So now the motivation that you felt to survive must also receive an upgrade. You must feel inspired and motivated enough to live at the level of thriving and flourishing. Those lessons, those coping mechanisms, those strategies allowed you to survive. And now we can let them go with peace in our heart. We can let them go with loving forgiveness in our soul. We didn't know any better. We didn't know any better. We were maybe not aware that there were other choices of being at the time. Either way, it got us through. And anything that allows us to move through pain is a measure of love. A measure of love from the divine, a measure of love from yourself and your God self aspect to get you here. And you wouldn't be here now if it wasn't your time to thrive. Hi, G. If it wasn't your time to flourish. If it wasn't your time to be in the energy of more and overflow. But the rub is you have to choose it. You have to believe it's available. The actions that you take to make this up level or upgrade for yourself and to make them part of your physical reality, the action is secondary. It's important, but it's secondary. Primary and front and center is your belief in yourself to move into, to claim something better. Without that, the actions are fucking meaningless. Do you believe? And I mean really, really believe. Are you even willing to allow yourself to believe that the best is yet to come? What's next is better. What's next is beautiful. What's next is so amazingly expansive that from the frame of mind you're in right now, experiencing all the breakdowns and living down at that level, bowing down to those frequencies that you can't even see it, but it's there. But you have to believe that it's there. And you have to believe that it's there for you. Some of us get into that convoluted thinking that we believe it's there, but it's there for somebody else. It's there for that other lady who's better and more put together and whatever. Bullshit. You can keep telling yourself that story if you want, but where is that getting you? Same old, day in, day out, same old shit, right? You have to believe. Thank you, Jante. Thank you for declaring it and stating it. I believe that it's there for me. It is. Whatever you have awareness of, even if it's something that's far better than what your personal reality is showing you right now, it's meant for you. You wouldn't have awareness of anything that's not meant for you. Okay? It just wouldn't come into your thinking. It wouldn't come into your daily life as a glimpse of something that like, oh, that's possible for me. I could see myself doing that. If you can see it or feel it or even know it, it's meant for you.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Even Siri's getting all mouthy with me about it. Do you believe it? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you have the capability of pulling that in, of claiming it? okay? Because that's got to be front and center. Anything else after that is secondary and kind of meaningless and hollow. All the actions that you take, if it's just, if you're just saying something out of lip service, or you're just doing something because you're like, well, this person did that and they got that. If you don't believe it for yourself, it doesn't matter how much you mimic what someone else is doing or saying. Does that make sense? All right. So let's bring in some energizing. Let's bring in some frequencies that help you to energize your light body, that help you to feel more positive about your current situation, that this is just the breakdown before the breakthrough. Those things are like, it's like an energetic handshake, that it's like a cosmic agreement. Something's got to give in order for something else to take hold. That's just how it works, okay? Let's go into a place of feeling really optimistic about the week ahead of us and what we're going to start believing about what's possible for ourselves. Let's go into a place we're going to bring in some new inspiration, some motivation and clarity about what you're creating in your life at the moment, okay? So get yourself comfortable. You can be seated, you can be lying down, doesn't really matter. Get a sip of water. Hydration is key. And I want you to start feeling into the space that you're taking up. Be aware of your physicality and the space that you take up. And now stretch yourself into that a little bit more. If you're laying down, like move your arms and your legs out a little bit. Take up more space. This sets up something in your physical being, and it cues the body to know that it exists. It takes up space. It is. And it's powerful. Start feeling into the space that you're in. Let yourself expand into your chair. You might want to stretch your arms out so you open up the energy of the chest. This signals the body to start receiving, to begin allowing energy to flow, okay? And now go ahead and close your eyes. And don't worry, I will walk you through everything here. You just have to listen to the sound of my voice. If you fall asleep, that's okay. That's what I do for a lot of people. I put them to sleep. You're still allowing the energy to flow. And just go ahead and start breathing gently in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to do this 3 times, as deeply as you can. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to have in your mind, as you're doing this, a sense of clearing and a sense of beginning to move energy, cycling it in and out of the body, letting go of what is painful, what is causing struggle as you exhale. And as you breathe in new possibilities, breathe in new potentials, new levels of being. And after you've done this about 3 or 4 times, I just want you to settle into a very relaxed and normalized breathing pattern. Just breathing in gently and breathing out gently. Be really gentle and loving with yourself here. I want you to be proud of yourself for getting here, not just to this call, but getting here in your life. You have a 100% track record of getting through your life. Here you are, right here, right now. You made it. You did it. Maybe you had some help along the way, but ultimately you believed that you were worth getting here, arriving at this moment in time. That took belief, it took vigilance, it took showing up for yourself. Now you're simply here to understand and to move into the energy of showing up for yourself in an even higher vibration. moving into the next energetic threshold of you. It's just showing up for yourself even more, believing in yourself even more, knowing how capable you are of change, positive, affirmative change, even more. And just breathe into that. Be proud of yourself. Love yourself right here, right now, as your most important, most powerful, most precious creation that you will ever endeavor to create or make. You are your most powerful creation. You always will be. And knowing that and believing that deserves nothing less than your full attention, the full prioritization of looking after your own energy and tending to your frequency over anything else. Let go of any tethers or cords to old beliefs that tending to yourself is selfish, that tending to your needs is something that makes you selfish or self-centered. None of that is true. You, as your most powerful creation, deserve the full attention and the full priority of tending to yourself first, and not just in surviving, not just in making sure your needs are met, but that your desires are met and are fully spotlighted, are given your full attention, your full power of your notice, your awareness. And this feeling of this is me. Maybe it's not me yet, but this is a potential of me that I haven't fully risen up in vibration yet to absolutely claim. But every day I'm climbing that ladder. Every day that I believe in myself more, every day that I show up for myself more, I am that. I want you to think about your default setting here, meaning your go-to thoughts, your go-to beliefs about who you are and what's possible for you. Where's the disconnect? What can be cleaned up there in terms of what you really want, what you really desire your life to look like? Just bring up right now in this moment of full and complete awareness and attention to tending to the energy of yourself. What is a belief right now that you're holding that's in opposition to what you're asking for? Just let the first thing that comes to mind be something that you anchor into. Don't effort here. Don't force anything here. Just allow this information to come right up. It should be front and center if it's something you have as your default setting every day. And if it's something that you're telling yourself that is part of the vibration of the present reality, when you look at the landscape of your life every day and you're saying, well, I can't possibly get to here, meaning the desire you have, from here where I am. I want you to imagine just unhooking yourself. Imagine it's like a fish hook in your energy field. And you simply reach in and unhook that. And imagine any wound that's there just heals up. It just swells right back up and is clean, pink, beautiful, healthy skin where that hook was. And send that into the light. Imagine sending it into a light field back to source for transmutation. Anything that is part of your personal reality and landscape in any particular moment, it is only a glimpse of one potential. Anything in your life could change in any moment. The nature of this 3D reality is impermanent. It is illusory. It is fleeting. There is nothing infinite or lasting about this 3D reality. Nothing here is permanent. Not one thing. Not the way you feel right now when you feel at a loss. Not the way you feel when you look at your bank account and there's no money in it. Not the way you feel when those who should show up and love you in your life don't. It's not permanent. But the more you pay attention to that timeline where all those diminishing ways of being and that landscape of your life shows you something you don't want to see, the more you keep paying attention to that, the more you anchor that reality. Energy flows where your attention goes. Anywhere else, I want to go through a couple more different beliefs here. When you think about what you're really desiring to have, I want you to imagine 1 billion points of light in your body lighting up as you feel into what you really want. Focus on one thing here. Maybe it's a skill set you'd like to possess. Maybe it's more money. Maybe it's a physical possession you'd like to have. Maybe it's a way of being in your life, a career change, or something shifts in your life around your love, your partnerships. Whatever that is, I want you to really feel into that desire. See yourself having it, doing the thing, being the thing, having the thing. And as you feel this, I want you to feel those 1 billion points of light illuminating your body as if you are made of light within. For a brief moment, all your organs, tissues, fascia, it just is replaced by billions of points of light. Keep feeling into this desire. And now let these billions points of light expand outside of the body. So it's just beyond the borders of your physical being. And those billions of points of light now expand out past your aura into the ether. Let these billions of points of light expand out 3 feet outside the body. And now 6 feet. And now 10 feet. And now 100 feet. Now 1,000 feet. And now past the continent that you're in. Out past the planet. And now let these billions of points of light expand into and kind of seamlessly blend into the stars, the galaxies, the nebula. So there's a feeling and a knowing that there is no difference between you as your human in the expansion of your desire and having that desire. There's no difference between that and you being that of the stuff of stars. The energy that creates galaxies and star systems and planets. Feel into the luminosity of this. Let this light become so bright that if you were to open your eyes right now, you'd be blinded by it. You feel the energy of that. And now I want you to do something to give yourself some contrast here. Go into another belief that you're having around why you can't have this. Around ultimately, and the common denominator being why you think you are not as powerful as the stuff of stars, the stuff that makes galaxies, that creates at a cosmic level, because you do. What is that belief? I want you to imagine that belief now being blasted out by this light. Literally, this belief cannot exist in this frequency, in this vibration that you're holding. And it's only a choice that you're making here. It's only a choice that you're making to decide to expand into this vibration, this level of light. You're making this choice to hold this, to maintain it, to stay present with it, to feel it, to let it enrich you, to let it allow you to remember who you really are. You're making that choice. Will you make the choice to allow this tiny, tiny, insignificant belief that really doesn't have anything to do with anything except an insufficient and inarticulate and unreliable memory of you, where you created this belief? Feel how small that is, how insignificant and how temporary compared to the infiniteness you feel in this expansion. And just let it go, bloop, kind of blast it out. Like it literally can't sustain itself in this light. That's what a low vibration, that's the chance a low vibration has when you're holding this level of light, when you allow the luminous light body to take hold. What if you were to go into this energy many times throughout your day, every day, whenever one of those limiting beliefs telling you erroneously about what you can't have, can't do, can't be, comes into your awareness, starts coming through that Rolodex or that carousel of thinking that's just habituation. It's just based off a memory of you that really isn't your energy anymore. It's not who you are anymore. So why would you let any part of this old version of you hold any sway over who you are now and who you're desiring to become? And just hold this vibration. Stay in here a little bit longer so that this becomes more familiar and normal to you. Then relegating your thoughts, your beliefs back to those old, habituated, lower thought forms, lower beliefs about yourself. They came in at a time where you didn't know any better, where perhaps you weren't aware of other higher choices. How can they possibly tell you who you are now when you are so much more than that? In this energy, you are prepping yourself for more, for overflow. You are in the energetic space of it right now. How good does this feel? And remember, anything that feels this good is alignment. Alignment feels good. Alignment with your highest, most ideal expression of self feels good. Alignment with Source feels good. When your desires feel good like this, it's aligned for you. It's meant for you. When something feels off, icky, wrong, contracted, that is not alignment. There's no reason to bring that in anymore. There's nothing else to learn there. No more lessons to download or complete. You can close out and unhook yourself from that old version of you. I want you to do, while you're in this luminous light body field, a quick scan from head to toe. And I want you to feel into any hooks or cords or tethers or attachments. They keep telling you that you're this old version of self. And you'll know because there'll be a part of the body that doesn't feel good. This could be a part of the body that is experiencing chronic pain, illness. Maybe you have a sore throat. Maybe you're having some earaches. Just do a quick body scan. And imagine a hook in that you're now casting out. You're reaching in, taking that hook, sending it into this light. Again, this is a vibration that is so small, so contracted, so much lesser than this light, that it just blinks out of existence. It gets absorbed really by this light field. Can you allow yourself to do that right now? When you do this, what kind of clarity is coming in? Perhaps it could be why this thought got there, this way of being got there in the first place. Is there some clarity, acknowledgement here about why you have it, why you need to keep it? That you can finally greet this information from your empowered level of self in the space and say, thank you. Thank you for this insight. Thank you for this wisdom. Now I'm ready to clear that, transmute this energy, open up then in this energetic exchange by letting this go to who I am asking to be. Give yourself this special gift of realization, of revelation, of reconciliation, of forgiveness, of acceptance. Know that you can't move forward in positive forward growth without accepting where you are. So where can you accept that, okay, I know this about myself. I know this is who I had to be. I know this is who maybe I think I have to keep being. I can accept that. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to marinate in the energy. It simply means you can't move forward until you realize what's been holding you back. Take a deep breath into this. Notice how this level of revelation brings in fresh energy, brings in inspiration to now live beyond this tether, live beyond this cord or this hook into an old way of being. Where is this inspiring you to move now in a forward, positive direction in whatever you're creating in your life at the moment? And what you are really creating in your life at the moment is a higher vibration of you. Whatever you're creating in your life that brings in more support, more love, more money, it's just making the most precious creation in your life, which is you, a higher expression, a higher vibration. There's nothing more sacred or important than that. I want you to just spend another moment in here, feeling into this energy, loving yourself, being proud of yourself, knowing that there is so much more. Knowing that in this upcoming week ahead of you, you're going to sleep better. You're going to feel better about yourself when you wake up in the morning and about what's possible. And you're going to breathe into a sense of accomplishment that you showed up for yourself when you go to bed at night every day this week. And beyond that, hopefully. And remember, showing up with yourself in full self-belief first is primary. It is the foundation of anything else that comes after that, meaning whatever action you take, whatever you say, whatever your words are. If the self-belief isn't there first, all of that is just a hollow expression. Believe and know that you are worthy because you exist. Believe and know if you have awareness of something, it is meant for you. It's right there. It's ripe for the taking. And the biggest step in elevating your vibration to meet that desire where it's at, the desire won't come down to you where you're at if you're in a lower vibration. You have to rise up in vibration to meet that desire where it is at. The biggest rung on that ladder is your self-belief. I want you to take a deep breath in and out. I want you to imagine gently on this next inhale, pulling all this energy, these luminous billions of points of light, back into the heart space. And then exhale. And I want you to take this ball of very expanded light energy, take it down through the body, all the way down and out through the soles of the feet, taking it deep down through all the layers of the earth and into the iron crystalline core, and saying, I am grounded, I am grounded, I am grounded. And when this transmission feels complete, go ahead and take another deep breath in. Bring yourself back into your body. Move your body again so it feels like you're stretching it out, moving it out. You may want to put your hands on the heart to reconnect with your physicalness. You may want to even take your pulse on your wrist if that helps you to feel back into your physical body. You may want to get up and stretch for a second, or just move your body, wiggle your fingers, open up the energy of your jaw, move your head from side to side, stretch your neck. And then come back to me and let me know how that felt. How'd that feel for you guys? Did I put all of you to sleep? Wonderful, Michelle says. Awesome. Awesome. It felt great. Expanding. Yes, 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 yes. I feel fabulous. Awesome. So relaxing and soothing. Damn good. Lots of tears. The good ones. Awesome. That's good. That's a release. That's a release. That is an energetic, part of the energetic exchange of release. Tears, yawning, farting, burping, all those things. You're letting energy go so that fresh energy can come in, aren't you? Aren't you allowing that? Yes, I was definitely dozing. Coming back to my body, I feel so much lighter. Awesome. Exquisite, Shantae says. Love it. Love it. One of my favorite words, exquisite. I had tears too, Michelle says. Good. That's good. That's release. That's release. So I'm going to put this talk into the Mastering Your Up Level pop-up group in anticipation of our 3 powerful calls that are going to be next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Recollected. I love that, Dina. That's awesome. And reclaiming, like calling in lost parts of self too, right? Move some sadness. Excellent. This is something that's going to definitely bolster your energy again if you'd like to listen to it again. So this is going to live in the bonuses, the file section of the pop-up group, Mastering Your Up Level, and will be, a really powerful supplement to what we're going to experience next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific time in the group. Use the link that I put here in the comments to sign up, and when you sign up, you'll get your link for the Facebook group. I will listen in and hope to receive it consciously too. Awesome. I'd love to see you all in this pop-up group, Mastering Your Up Level. I think it's going to be a very, very, what's the word I want to say? Timely. A very, very timely upgrade for you guys, because you will experience an upgrade. If you show up with an energy of excitement and inspiration, and you have the intention of showing up for yourself really powerfully and strongly for this free masterclass, you're going to experience pivots. You're going to experience shifts. There's going to be some amazing journal prompts in this group that really bring about a lot of deeper information, brings a lot of shit that's maybe just under the surface level of your knowing up to the surface. so that you can finally see it and be like, oh, that's why that is, or oh, that's why I have this self-sabotage, or oh, that's why I have this limiting belief. Journal prompts are amazing. I do journaling every single day. And there's going to be some great ones in this class for you guys if you're really serious about pivoting and shifting in your life right now and claiming that up level for yourself in a way where you keep it and you don't have to give it away or reject it because your energetic vibration isn't at the right level. This is going to really help you with that. And it's going to give you a powerful taste of what is in store in the In Alignment group program that starts August 10th. There are payment plans available. I highly, highly recommend getting in on this program. It's going to be a powerhouse. So thanks, everyone. Lots of love and light. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful week. And I can't wait to see you guys in Mastering Your Up Level. Love and peace to you all. Yes, Catherine, you can invite people to the masterclass. I'm going to create a post in this group and on my personal page. And if you want to share it from my personal page with your friends in your community, please, please, please do. If you know people who would benefit from this masterclass, bring them on in. They're more than welcome, okay? Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.